Hello. Today I will do a straightforward generic step-by-step on the steps in a production of a film, assuming you know absolutely nothing about it. Now, a film is like a long video, a movie, but could also be a documentary. Now, your first step is to come up with an idea. A film would not be a good film if there was no content. Now, in all honesty, it was pretty hard to make a film that doesn't have any content unless you just want half an hour of a blank screen. Now, obviously, you can come up with a story, premise, anything. That being said, you should always make sure that your story is logical and consistent. In a professional scenario, this would be done in a writer's room with writers doing drafts and such, and seeing if it works out. Writing is the most important aspect in any film, so don't mess this step up. But I mean, in all honesty, I doubt it really matters. This is a film class, not English. The second step is a lot like the first. You now have to script your story out. We did touch on writing previously, but here, film scripting has to be done in a certain font, in a certain format, and different bolds, italics, underlines. It's a lot to remember. Now, a script uses 12-point size, courier fonts, single-spaced, and in a movie, you have 5 kinds of lines. The first one is a slug line, used to describe establishing shots like happy, happy playground, day. The second one is used for action scenes, like a thingamajig is sprinting around like a moron, banging the walls screaming. The third one is a character name. Now, you can describe Thingamajig as any way you want. Thingamajig is a character who has crazy hair, deformed eyes. No, I said deformed eyes. There we go. Deformed chin, 2 mouths, and a high-pitched voice. Wow, look at that accident. The fourth one is dialogue. In this case, Thingamajig will now be screaming. For that, his name would be in the center and dialogue would be below. You do not need to add apostrophes to indicate the character is communicating. The fifth one is a parenthetical. Basically, it's how the character may convey their dialogue, like singing or screaming. Usually this is placed in brackets, before the dialogue is said. In the end, the script would look like this. If you want to make a documentary, script formatting will be different. In this case, you would need a 2-column script. One side for audio, the other side for video footage. A third column on the most left side can be used to add scenes, like scene 1, scene 2. Now, step 4 is pre-production. Here you will need to gather all the stuff necessary for filming, like editing softwares, computers, cameras, actors, props, location permissions, just about anything. Stuff like this may cost money, and sometimes you don't have a lot of money, so you may need to budget your things. But finance is a whole other topic. A tip on video editing: if you are doing this in a school, odds are that school will cover a rent for Premiere Pro, like in my case. However, DaVinci Resolve works too. Mind you, that one is free. You can also try iMovie, maybe KineMaster if you're really broke. Step 5 is production, and it's really straightforward. You just get your actors to talk and film. In some cases, depending on how rich your school is, you may also use a movie scene marker clip. In film, you may film the same thing over and over again, probably due to era. How do you do it? Well, you just fill things out with a dry erase marker. Now, this image is basically a template, but the name suggests it. Basically, before a scene starts, you put the clip before the camera rolls, and then the scene starts. The point of this tool is to help editors lay out different scenes to convey a film easier. The clip scene will be cut out during post-production. Speaking of which, post-production is basically inputting your scenes and rolls into a video editing software. Editing in a video is like cutting separate strips, adding effects, filters, and such. Getting used to a video editing software can be time-consuming, but let it be known that it's quite easy. You may bounce between production and post-production repeatedly. Now, a bonus in a professional scenario is to advertise and share your finished work product to the public. Again, this dives into finance and reviews and analytics, and yeah, we're not here to talk about that. Okay, I'm done.